Let's take a quick look at how to invoice a landowner for inputs and equipment from field records in Traction. To do this, go to the Accounting tab in the menu bar and select Invoices. Next, select the entity you would like to create the invoice in, then select the Add New Invoice to start creating an invoice. In the New Invoice window, confirm the entity selection is correct, then select your landowner that you wish to create the invoice for. If you have a company logo set up in your entity contact and wish to have that logo appear on the invoice, turn on the Use Logo button and click Next in the lower right corner. The next step is to enter the invoice details. Start by entering an optional title and subtitle for the invoice if desired. Next, confirm the invoice number or enter one manually if it did not automatically populate with the next available number. Then, select the invoice date and due date using the calendar icons. If you would like a message printed at the bottom of the invoice, enter it in the optional footer box. Finally, if you have any supporting documents you'd like to keep for your records, you can drag and drop files into the attachment area or click here to select them from your computer. Once all the invoice information has been entered, click the green Next button to continue. The Bill Landowner screen will now appear, where you can choose the inputs and equipment you want to include on the invoice. First, select the crop year where the field record items are recorded and that you want to bill for. Next, adjust the date filter as needed or leave it set to all dates. If you want to adjust the amount charged to the customer for inputs, enter a percentage to increase or decrease the input costs. Use a positive percentage to increase the cost or a negative percentage to reduce it. To bill equipment from the field operation, turn on the Bill Equipment button to view available items to bill for. If you would like to see items that were already previously billed, turn on the Include Previously Billed Field Records button. Next, you will need to select the items you wish to include on the bill. If you wish to select all the items listed below, simply click the circle next to the date column and all the items listed below will be selected. Once you have selected the items you wish to bill for, click Apply to continue. Step 3 is where you enter the items you sold and need to invoice your customer for. In this example, we're billing the landowner for the inputs and equipment operations that were recorded in your field records. Traction makes this easy. Simply click the green Bill Landowner button in the top left corner of the screen to automatically add the applicable billable items. The next screen will pre-fill with the inputs and equipment recorded in the field records for this landowner. Review the items to confirm that all required fields are completed and that the prices are correct, especially if you use the percentage adjustment feature in the previous step. If you need to add additional inputs, equipment, or other sale items, select the appropriate Add New button for the item you would like to add. If you need to make changes at any time, click the Back button. Once everything looks correct and all required boxes are filled in, click Next to continue. The final step is to preview the invoice before saving and printing. Review the details to make sure everything looks correct. If everything is accurate, click Save and Close or Save and Print to print the invoice. After saving, you should now see the invoice listed on the invoice screen under the customer's name. If you do not see the invoice, you may need to click on the customer name to expand the details and view the invoices that have been created for this customer. If you need to change the filters to view the appropriate status of invoices, simply click the filter above and select the filter you wish to view. If you would like to deposit funds on invoices, simply select the bubble for the invoice or invoices you will be depositing funds for and click Receive Payment in the upper right corner. Next, you will be taken to the Deposit Transaction screen where you can complete the deposit payment for the invoice or invoices if multiples were selected in the previous step. Add the optional reference number, memo, or files if you'd like and click Save to complete the deposit. After you have completed the deposit for the invoice, you will notice that the invoice status will be changed to Paid in Full. Finally, if you need to view or print the invoice, simply click the 3 dots to the right of the invoice and make your selection. For more useful tips, please visit the Traction Knowledge Center.